Alrighty, it's 6 past the hour. So let's go ahead and get started here on the webinar for how to host videos with WordPress. To begin, thanks so much for joining us here. I know that everyone is busy, so I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to attend this webinar. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, hopefully everyone can see that. So hosting videos with WordPress. To begin, I'm Blake Whittle, and I'm the owner of Infinite Uploads, which is an offload media solution and video hosting platform for WordPress. I acquired Infinite Uploads back in November of 2024. And I'm also the owner of ClickIt, which is a software development company that focuses on WordPress and WordPress solutions. We manage over 200 websites, and we also are the owner of Big File Uploads, which is a solution that increases your maximum upload size on WordPress. That recently just hit 1 million total downloads on the WordPress repository, which is why we're having Uploads Week in honor of that amazing milestone. Active installs on the WordPress repository are above 100,000 active installations. So we have roughly, with Big File Uploads and Infinite Uploads combined, we have about 120,000 people and websites using our products, which is just amazing. I've been in WordPress since 2013, developing websites is how I got my start. And it's been amazing to see things progress over the years and the different solutions. And now with AI, just super awesome to be here. So using video on the web. Here are a couple of statistics that show the importance of a video on the web and using it on your website. But in general, what video does is it helps people connect better with your brand. Written content through blog posts, for example, are great, but you can't tell the emotion, and you can't put faces to names as easy. And so people have resorted to using video on their websites for conveying messages in different ways and being able to connect with their people more. But the problem is that it's a lot more difficult than uploading an image to your website. A video has a lot of constant moving motions in the back end to make it play. And combine that with the user's computer and internet speed and whatnot, it just makes it a lot more complex to embed and use video on your website. So a couple of challenges that people have with hosting their videos on WordPress and why a better solution is required. The storage limitations with web hosts, and especially with managed web hosts, is pretty significant. Most web hosts I've seen as little as 5 gigs of storage space from web hosts. More traditionally, though, on average, I'd say about 10 to 15 gigs of storage are what web hosts give you. If you want more, you have to pay for more, which is often at a premium. We recently did analysis on web hosting storage costs, and some of them go as much as $9 per gigabyte. And so with videos ranging from 10 megabytes to as much as 50 gigabytes, it holds a lot of storage and takes up a lot of storage with video. Also, there's no built-in streaming optimization, meaning when you press play on your video, it's trying to load the entire video in the background. And this ties into a poor user experience because it's trying to load that entire file at once. It's not able to encode it to different file formats. So say, for example, you upload a 4K video that's 10 gigabytes to your website. When someone that has poor or slow internet speeds goes to your website and tries to play it, it's going to buffer a lot because they're not able to download in their browser on the back end. It's not able to play it properly because it's trying to send too much data through at one time. And that's what would cause excessive buffering. So that's why that's a challenge for WordPress users, is you want to make sure that your video is accessible for everyone. Not in the traditional sense of accessibility, but in terms of accessibility of changing networks as people drive down the road, or use a mobile network, or if they just have slow internet, they're on their hotspot. So many different types of things that could cause that. It also causes a lot of bandwidth usage. As said, those files can be extremely large, and so trying to play that for every single person will chew up a lot of your bandwidth with your web host. And also, you do have limited video management, which means that natively within WordPress, you don't have a lot of options for player controls or stuff like that. However, there is a solution. By using infinite uploads, it's an integrated solution for hosting video with WordPress. You do get a separate storage and bandwidth bucket with no impacts on your web host because they're stored up in the cloud and not on your server. There's also HLS encoding, which is what I mentioned about it adjusts it into different video qualities based upon a viewer's connection. Player controls, a custom player, and more. So you get a nice video player. You can adjust the controls and what controls you want to display, and you can manage it all from your WordPress dashboard. Not to mention as well, it's also GDPR compliant with no ads, so it's very privacy focused. Let's go ahead and do a product demo. And now here for the demo, we have our InstaWP site that we've spun up. And we're going to take a look at the video library. Right now, there's nothing in it. So let's take a look at a couple of these settings. We can adjust the player color, the player language, and the player controls. We can, uncheck as much as we want to, or add everything if we wanted to as well. I think my personal favorite features are the 10 seconds forward and 10 seconds backward buttons. But we're going to go ahead and click on save there. You can also take a look at some of the encoding options, which is what I was saying earlier. So we can encode from 240 up to 1080, and everything in between there. Let's go ahead and go to the video library, and we'll now upload a video. Let's find one here. Let me see. Let's do this one here. It's 59 megabytes. It's going to take a couple of seconds to upload, and then it's going to encode into all of those different file formats that we just saw. It does take a couple of minutes to encode, so we'll go ahead and let that properly encode there. While it does that, also want to mention the sort date. We can sort by date and title, and if you have a larger library, you can search for specific videos as well. So it shouldn't take too much longer, maybe another minute or two before it gets completely uploaded. If you have a smaller file, it's going to take quicker, and if you have a larger file, it's going to take longer. But once the thumbnail loads, you can click on this and you can change out the thumbnail and select these different options here. This short code is how you would embed it within WordPress. We also do have a custom WordPress block within Gutenberg to embed them, and you can also change around the video title. The stats, captions, and chapters are coming soon. These you can't currently click on, but those features are coming soon. You can see there, it's about 40% complete. We'll go ahead and add a new post to show you the block. And then we're going to do infinite uploads. And we'll select it from the library. And then publish. View post.
Hey everyone, today.
And then just like that, you can see there it respects our green color for the video. And there's those 10 seconds backwards and forwards buttons. So that'll wrap up the product demo. And looking for some Q&As if someone has some questions. You stop sharing. Alrighty, see nothing in the chat, no hands are raised, so we'll go ahead and end things here. Thanks so much for coming to the webinar of how to host videos with WordPress, and check out our giveaways on Uploads Week, infiniteuploads.com/uploads-week to enter in those giveaways. Thanks so much for coming, and we'll see you soon.